What's up, YouTube? It's Richmatic, and I'm back with another Marvel variant video where we talk about these hip hop variants and how they relate to the artist they're on. And first off, before I get started, let me say thank you to the viewers for watching this video. I actually just checked, and my first Marvel variant video had like over 100 views, which is insane. I mean, I only have like 12 subscribers, so thank you for all you guys views. And if you like what you see, you already know what to do. I don't have to remind you 500 times. And I hope you're having a good 2017, even though it's a couple crazy things going on, but don't let that get in the way of you having a good time. So we'll get right into it. So the first comic I got is the Uncanny Inhumans, and this is kind of after Outkast's Xmen, which is a classic hip-hop album. I like this one a lot, even though I don't know too much about the Inhumans. I know that they're fighting the Xmen right now, and hopefully I can find out some more info on that. And it's pretty dope. I mean, I would definitely describe the Inhumans as like the outcasts of Marvel, not in terms of popularity, but I don't really see them too much, but I know they're getting the spotlight a little more now, which is cool. Yeah, so I had to check out this fool Black Bolt's powers. And man, this guy seems like he's pretty overpowered, but I'd like to see more of them in the future and dive into their little niche of Marvel Comics. So hopefully we'll see more of them in the future. Otherwise, good job with this one. I like this. So now on to the next one. We got The Education of Camilla Khan, which is Ms.Marvel, styled after Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And this one, to me, is just kind of blending the new with the older style, just because Ms.Marvel is one of the newer superheroes, and she kind of took up the new Ms.Marvel from Carol Danvers, and now Carol Danvers is Captain Marvel. You can catch her in Civil War 2. But yeah, it's a good mix. She's a good pick because she's one of the few Middle Eastern superheroes I know about, and she definitely kind of reminds me a little bit of how maybe Lauryn Hill would be if she was younger back in her days. She was very conscious MC, and she left us with one of the best albums of all time from a female hip hop artist. It's pretty hard to top. I think you could give it top 10, maybe top 5, debatable, but man, she kind of left us only with like one album other than her work with the Fugees and that MTV Unplugged album, but I can appreciate it for what it was. So it's a good mix. Good job. So now on to the next one. We got my man Daredevil, Matt Murdock, Strictly for the Kitchen, which is after Tupac's Strictly for My Niggas, which is an amazing hip hop album. If you have not listened to that, go back and listen to it. It's a great album. And relating Tupac to Daredevil, I would say if I had to pick one thing, it would be that Tupac definitely has two sides to him. When I think of him, he kind of has like a conscious side where he's doing songs like Brenda Has a Baby or Dear Mama. They're pretty insightful. They're good tracks. But then he also has like his more popular tracks, his standard rapper tracks like I Get Around, California Love, Hail Mary, things like that. It's pretty good. And that kind of relates to Daredevil, because Daredevil, he's got his two personas too. He's got Matt Murdock, the lawyer who does his thing in the courtroom. He's one of the best in the town. And then you've also got Daredevil, of course, who's cleaning up Hell's Kitchen, but he doesn't kill. He kind of sticks to his morals. And I think that's a good representation of Tupac and Daredevil. That's a good mix. So I give Marvel good props for that one, because I don't know who I would pick as Tupac for a Marvel character. So now on to the next one. We got Silk in her comic as Mos Def's The New Danger. And I haven't listened to The New Danger in so long. I know Mos Def has retired now, but just looking at how this is styled after his album, it's perfect, because she's got the mask that kind of goes over his mask. It's like perfect representation. But as far as Silk goes, I don't really know too much about her other than she's another one of those she's another one of those Spider-Man characters. She's kind of similar, I would say, maybe to Spider-Gwen, but I'd have to dive into her comics more. I don't know too much about her, but she looks like a pretty interesting character. You know, Peter Parker's kind of gotten stale to me, so it's cool to see, you know, her, Spider-Gwen, and Miles Morales kind of running around doing their things now. So hopefully when I get a chance, I will pick up her comic and read it, and if people want to know, I'll explain it a little bit, and we'll, you know, see how that goes. So on to the next one, and man, this is definitely one of the best ones Marvel did, is the Extraordinary X-Men after De La Soul's 3 Feet High and Rising. And this is just this is like the pinnacle of mixing hip-hop and Marvel comics. First off, you got the background, which is yellow, which matches the album perfect. The DNA strands kind of modeled after the flowers on the album cover, which is so sick. This is just amazing. And the X-Men definitely relate to De La Soul, because the X-Men were kind of their own group. In terms of like Marvel groups, they kind of stood out to me the most. And they were kind of different than the Avengers or the Fantastic Four. Because, you know, they kind of came off as the underdogs. Even though they were certainly powerful, they kind of had that underdog mentality, because the general public never liked them for some reason, regardless of how much they helped the humankind. They never got their recognition. So when you think about De La Soul, if you watch their video, if you watch their video, Me, Myself, and I, you can see that everyone else in their classroom is like modeled after Big Daddy Kane and like Run DMC. They got the big jewels, bucket hats, and then you got De La Soul, and they're just kind of in their regular plain clothes, just being themselves, because, you know, they come from the soul. That's what their whole movement was about, and you can hear it in their music too. So that's a great representation. That's definitely top 5 hip-hop variants for me. But anyway, what do you think? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.